Calling all my Oregon haters. How do you like that? How do you like that? And we not done, baby. Keep saying it with me, Oregon fans. We not done. I kept saying it all early National Signing Day. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dominic Peterson, aka Duck Zone 503, talking all things Oregon football. If you're not following, if you're not subscribed already, go and smash those buttons below to join the Duck Zone family. What are you doing not following after that amazing, historic early National Signing Day put together by the Oregon Ducks and Dan Lanning and staff? Boom! How do you like that for the 2023 class, man? I'm talking 4 flips. I'm talking 2 5-stars in less than 10 minutes, including in that the biggest flip of the day. And then another huge portal signing. Oregon shores up these positions of need. Everybody freaks out, and Dan Lanning comes in, under the radar and getting these guys where they need to be. Oregon owned early National Signing Day. A+++ rating from me on the Duck Zone 503 podcast for Dan Lanning. Man, we had guys on Twitter who have covered the Ducks for 5, 8, 10 plus years, right? Saying they've never seen a National Signing Day as big as this, with as much as momentum the program has right now. And David Hicks, a 5-star D lineman, one of the top prospects in the country, is still on the board for Oregon to go grab. And I mean, it's just been amazing. So let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's talk about the big stories of early National Signing Day, and let's do it. So 6:30 a.m. I wake up, I grab my energy drink. I know it's about to be a big day, and boom, what do you know? Oregon gets the first flip of the day, and that was just the start. Okay, I told you guys on our last podcast to watch out for this one at 6:30 a.m. 2023 4-star quarterback Austin Novosad announces that he will commit to the Oregon Ducks, flipping his commitment from Baylor. Novosad is a 6'3", 185-pound quarterback, number 10 in his class, number 22 player coming out of Texas, and number 119th player in his class overall. Nice replacement after losing out on 5-star quarterback Dante Moore, who recently flipped his commitment to UCLA after finding out that Bo Nix will return for his 5th year of college football with the Ducks. Number 10 quarterback in the 2023 class versus number 3 quarterback. I'll take it, okay? Number 10, okay, with Novosad being the number 10 in the class, Dante Moore being number 3. You'd like to have more, but shoot, I'll take Bo Nix and the top 10 quarterback in the 2023 class to go develop. I love it. I love the move. A sneaky move, one that I did not see till the last second. Wherever there's smoke brewing, if you start seeing articles and reports about a certain recruit visiting, you got to pay attention to it, okay? You cannot say, no, that's not going to happen. I made that mistake with Dante Moore. So wherever there's smoke, there's a fire. Make sure to go see it, okay? He'll be behind Bo Nix this year and possibly compete for the starting job in 2024. Novosad and the new OC, Will Stein, have a solid relationship with each other dating back, a few years ago. These guys you have a solid relationship. So great pickup by the Ducks. Now let's keep it moving. Later in the day, Oregon, like I said, gets the biggest flip of the day, shocks the whole college football world. I mean, I'm talking every news source was talking about this one as 2023 5-star safety Peyton Bowen announces that he will commit to the Oregon Ducks, flipping his commitment from Notre Dame. And that wasn't it for Notre Dame. We'll keep talking. Oh man, Notre Dame fans, if you're watching, I'm sorry. We had to do it to you though. 5-star Peyton Bowen, as you know, there was reports early on about him maybe flipping to Oregon. Dan Lanning was trying to get him to come. Struggling secondary at Oregon, and what do you know? We get him. Bowen is 6 foot, 185 pounds, number 2 safety in 2023. So just right there, almost being the top safety in his class. Number 3 player in Texas. We're talking Texas high school football competition. The number 3 player coming out of there. Number 14th nationally. Top 20 player in his class. So instant major pickup that Bowen can start day one here at Oregon. Not only that, but he's a great returner. If you put on the film on Bowen, you'll see him return kicks like DeAnthony Thomas, LaMichael James, right? Those type of players that are just electric with a major speed. And this guy can close on the ball. Great defensive player. A little undersized at 6 foot, but his speed really makes up for what he can do. You know, a lot of experts had him either staying at Notre Dame or flipping to Oklahoma, where his girlfriend attends. But surprisingly, he goes to Oregon. And, you know, this is a big one here. According to Steve Wiltfong of 247 Sports, a big expert in the recruiting world, he quote, and I quote, "A source told me that if Oregon landed Peyton Bowen, it could go a long way towards adding five-star defensive lineman David Hicks." We're talking about major, major positions of need for Oregon to improve. And these guys will be day one impact starters. I almost guarantee it, especially Peyton Bowen out in that secondary. One thing to pay attention to Bowen, though, as of 9:40 p.m. on early signing day, December 21st, he has not signed his letter of intent. And there is reports that Oklahoma and Notre Dame could still flip some things if he hasn't signed his letter of intent yet. So really one to watch. I think he'll sign with the Ducks. I guarantee it. I don't see why you come out and commit and then change it last second unless your family probably didn't like the move. We'll see. One to pay attention to, but a big get for Oregon, no doubt. Less than 10 minutes after that, okay, the college football world is shocked. Peyton Bowen, five-star going to Oregon. What do you know? Here on the West Coast, one of the premier defensive players, if not the premier defensive player. We're talking Ohio State, USC wanted this kid. 2023 five-star edge Mateo Ugiagale announces he has committed to the Oregon Ducks. Ugiagale is 6'5", 265 pounds. Big boy coming right in to the college football level. I think he'll be an instant impact player on the edge. Number 5 edge in the 2023 class. Number 4 player in California. We're talking California high school level of talent. Number 31 national player. So top 35 player in his class. Another 5-star gets added in less than 10 minutes. Dan Lanning and Duck fans just explode on Twitter and Instagram. I mean, it was just, oh man, a giant hoopla. And yeah, the confetti was coming down. Major pickup. If anything, I think Mateo Ugiagale, this is the best pickup at a position in need for Oregon in this class. I think he leads this class. If David Hicks comes along, that's another guy that can really shore up this front and start getting instant pressure up front for the Ducks. And then you add, we'll talk about this next one here. Flip season was not over for the Ducks. You thought it was over. Breaking news came out as 2023 4-star defensive back Dalen Austin committed to the Oregon Ducks, flipping his commitment from LSU. Whole bunch of college football. We got Notre Dame fans, LSU fans, we got Baylor fans all pissed off at the Ducks in one day. And I'm here and I love it. So if you're here watching, you're one of those fans, man, I'm sorry we had to do this to you. But Dalen Austin, a couple days before signing day, was getting major crystal balls from everybody going to Oregon. Austin is from California, so it's a nice closer state for him to go to Oregon. Austin 6'1", 180 pounds, number 12 defensive back in the 2023 class, number 9 player in California, number 109th nationally. So a top 150 player coming in here that we flip. Man, talk about these flips. These are just crazy. Later in the day, defensive back Caleb Presley, I was hoping Oregon could really hold on to him because Oregon really needs to, find improvement in that secondary, but he eventually commits to Washington like a lot of the crystal balls were saying. Caleb Presley's from Washington, so that's his hometown. But at the end of the day, I'll take the trade. Okay, so look, according to 247 Sports, Dalen Austin is the number 12 defensive back, 109th nationally, right? We just lost Caleb Presley. Number 13th defensive back, 166th nationally. So, to be honest, according to the rankings, we got the better defensive back, and I think he is the defensive back given Dalen Austin plays high school ball in California against where a 3-star prospect in California could probably be a 4-star prospect in Washington, just given the talent level in a state. So, I'll take Dalen Austin. Presley, best of luck to you at Washington. Huck the Fuskies, just got to say that to you, man, and best of luck there. Later in the day, Ducks get another nice addition. 2023 3-star athlete Solomon Davis officially becomes a Duck. Davis is a 6 foot, 184 pound athlete, number 37th athlete in his class, number 47th player in California, number 572 player nationally. So welcome to Oregon, Solomon. I think they could probably use his size. Looking at his size, I haven't really looked at his tape, to be honest, but could he be used in the secondary after losing Caleb Presley? Could this be maybe a nice little replacement for Caleb Presley as another corner? Maybe he plays some offense. I don't know, but nonetheless, another solid addition for this 2023 class. And then if you thought the flips were over, it was not over on early National Signing Day. Okay, the last flip of the day was 2023 four-star running back Jaden Lamar commits to the Oregon Ducks, flipping his commitment from Notre Dame. Put the icing on the cake, Dan Lanning. Another commitment, man. Oregon owned this day. Lamar is 5'11", 190 pounds, number 17th running back in the 2023 class, number 2 player in Washington, and number 276 nationally. This shores up, running back depth in that running back room there. Oregon lost Sean Dollars and Byron Cardwell to the portal. Shout out Byron Cardwell for committing to the California Golden Bears today. Matter of fact, if you guys want some breaking news there. Yeah, man, Jaden Lamar, great 4-star running back coming in. Oregon led his recruitment for most of the time until Notre Dame was able to get him, and now Oregon flips him from Notre Dame late in their recruitment to end up getting him. Now, another big-time pickup at a position in need here. Rhode Island transfer offensive guard Johnny Cornelius has committed to the Oregon Ducks, okay? Cornelius is a 6'4", 315-pounder and was one of the most sought-after prospects in the portal, okay? This kid picked up 15-plus offers on the very first day he entered. We're talking offers from Tennessee, Ohio State, big time programs. This is another impact player that can immediately come in on the offensive line for Oregon and start, and a big-time position in need. So Johnny Cornelius, welcome to Oregon, big-time offensive lineman. So let's do a quick rundown of where the Ducks sit on each recruiting industry site. Oregon started out the day at number 15, according to 247 Sports before early National Day started. They now finished, according to 247 Sports, at number 7th. Number 7, top 10 class on 3. Number 7, Rivals. Number 8, Sports Illustrated. Number 7. The Ducks are now officially solidified in the top 10 for the 2023 recruiting class. Congratulations to Dan Lanning. After, you return your starting quarterback and you lose your crown jewel of Dante Moore, you're able to make major flips on the defensive end nonetheless. That's what I was really worried about looking at this class before signing day. I'm just like, man, up front, we got some guys, but I don't know what guy over here is going to start day one. Now, Mateo, Bowens, I mean, this defense is going to get shored up pretty quickly with those guys, and it's going to be great to see how Tosh Lapoy, Dan Lanning develop these guys. I mean, this is what we bring these coaches in, right? To land guys like this, Mateo and Bowens, and to flip guys, defensive back Dalen Austin. I mean, what an awesome signing day for Dan Lanning and the staff. And this is a tweet from James Capilla that I'm going to quote here, but he said, based on Oregon composite scores for its high school recruiting class, it's 7th with a score of 281.79, and transfers, which is 6th, at 36.05 rating for 247 Sports. That's how I don't know excuse me. I don't know what the formula is, how they get these things, but the Oregon recruiting class is 7th. Their transfer recruiting class, all the transfers they bring in, is sitting at 6th. So that would put them at the number 2 overall recruiting class, just behind Alabama, who has signed like 6 5-stars. So Oregon is absolutely on fire. Oregon was the hottest team on early National Signing Day, without a doubt. Dan Lanning is building his program just how he wants it. So absolutely awesome day for the Ducks. Guys, if you're on my social media, you got all the updates as quick as possible, starting from 6:30 a.m. to all the way tonight. Really appreciate everybody who's really grown with me. We got a load of followers today, a load of subscribers. That happens all the time on National Signing Day. So really appreciate you guys. This is my second National Signing Day. I covered it last year, probably not as well because I was just starting out. Literally, this is my first year on the Ducks on 503 podcast. So everybody who subscribed this year, really appreciate you. Let's go another 365 days and see if we can get this thing really launched up. Really appreciate you guys. Make sure to subscribe for the #1 Oregon Duck football podcast. That's the Duck Zone 503 podcast. I'm your host, Dominic Peterson. I'll be here for the next one, guys. I got your North Carolina versus Oregon preview and prediction with a guest coming out soon. So be on the lookout for that. This wraps up early National Signing Day. Be on the lookout for David Hicks on Friday. I heard that's when he's going to announce 5-star defensive lineman. Could we flip him from Texas A&M? We'll see where he goes. All right, guys, go Ducks as always. I'll see you in the next one.